Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 23. Between the Tennessee Titans and the Philadelphia Eagles. A first down throw for Mariota. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
On second down, Mariota again. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got it. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jarrell Casey in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without... turning it over.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's Mariota over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. He showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They run again with Ajayi. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right near the 39. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the gun, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Wentz now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They
try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw, pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Back to it after the pick-6. Mariota looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. To throw Mariota. And Davis with it left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove. So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Jay's gonna go. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay, 98 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Tennessee first down. That one Mariota to Matthews. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. First down, Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To the air again, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Mariota now on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll begin the drive with a jive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On play action, Wentz flushed out right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. In motion right is Jeffrey. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead now increases to 20-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to play him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now he'll go deep down the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Throwing, Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Forced out to his left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Oh, Walker showing the power. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 24 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
2nd down, Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And, you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And some room to work. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Room here to run. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And some space here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Wentz now on first down. Dancing to his left. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Wentz now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Wentz again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now Wentz. His throw incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Wentz going to throw. And I think the ball's out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A second quarter score from Carson. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Mariota on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And some room to maneuver. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. In motion right comes Matthews. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Wentz now on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Wentz. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
On first down, Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw is Wentz. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Brian Arakpo in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Eagles have recovered.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. On second down, here's Wentz. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Wesley Woodyard in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They come out here in the eye. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Fletcher Cox. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On the counter, it's Henry. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 11-yard line. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Mariota gives to Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And an alley to run. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Defensively, sometimes they talk about getting a hat on a hat. Well, there they got a hat on a hat blocking offensive. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
No gain on the screen there at second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Buying time to his left. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Wentz. Ertz has it left side, and he's brought down. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing now is Wentz. Flush to his right. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Mariota now to throw on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Mariota to throw it. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Wentz now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, switch! Drag it! Check it out, Sunday!
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kevin Dodd in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Maybe a free play here for Mariota. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Following the interception here, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw is Mariota. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Now it's the former Eagle. Didn't have too much success with him, though. It's DeMarco Murray. A big hit. Knocked down sideways.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And it's taken in at the 9. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 4th now in Carson. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. This is Ajayi. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.